The pyramids of Giza are not just monuments to kings, nor are they simply silent witnesses to a distant past. They are, in fact, living testaments to the ingenuity, determination, and spirit of the people who built them. These colossal structures have stood for thousands of years, but their true story lies not only in their stones, but in the hands and hearts of those who raised them from the desert sands. Behind every massive block and every precise angle are the efforts of thousands of ordinary Egyptians, men and women whose names are mostly lost to history, but whose legacy endures in every stone. These were not slaves, but skilled laborers, artisans, and craftsmen, each contributing their expertise to a project that would outlast generations. Their world, a bustling village now called Hayt el Gharab, was filled with life, work, and community, hidden in the shadow of the great tombs. Here, families lived together, children played in the dusty streets, and workers gathered after long days to share meals and stories. The village was a vibrant hub, supporting the monumental task unfolding nearby. Archaeology reveals a society of skilled workers, not slaves, living in organized housing, cared for by the state, and united by a common purpose. They received food, medical care, and even special honors for their work. Their daily routines were shaped by the rhythms of construction, but also by the bonds of friendship and family that made their community strong. To understand the pyramids, we must step into the daily lives of these forgotten builders and see the human heart behind the stone. Their stories, though often overlooked, are woven into the very fabric of the pyramids themselves, reminding us that these wonders were built not just for eternity, but by people with hopes, dreams, and lives of their own. By exploring their homes, work, and relationships, we discover that the true marvel of Giza is the extraordinary human effort that made it possible. The pyramids are not just feats of engineering, they are monuments to the resilience, creativity, and unity of a remarkable community whose achievements still inspire us today. The workers' village was a marvel of planning, rows of mud brick homes, paved streets, and communal spaces. Families lived side by side, sharing daily routines and forging strong bonds through shared purpose. Industrial-scale bakeries and breweries fed thousands, while administrative buildings and medical tents kept the village running smoothly. This was a microcosm of Egyptian society, with its own hierarchy and culture, all focused on building the pharaoh's eternal monument. The village's organization and spirit were the foundation of the pyramid project's success. Before the first light touched the horizon, a sharp blast from the horn echoed across the workers' village, rousing men from their sleep. The air was cool and still as they gathered for a simple meal: bread, onions, perhaps a handful of dates, fuel for the long day ahead. Soon they joined their gangs, each with proud names like the Friends of Khufu or the Drunkards of Menkaura, ready to face another day of relentless labor. These teams were more than just work groups. They were brotherhoods, bound by shared sweat and purpose, each man knowing his role in the grand project that would outlast them all.
Gangs, line up. Today we're hauling limestone. Teamwork gets these stones up there, not just muscle. Every man, from the youngest to the oldest, has a part to play. Remember, it's not just about strength, but about moving as one. Watch your footing, keep the ropes tight, and listen for the signal. We're building something that will stand for ages.
With a coordinated heave, they dragged massive limestone blocks across the sand, the sledges groaning under the weight. To ease the burden, water was poured on the sand ahead, making the path slick and reducing friction. The air filled with the rhythmic chants of the workers, voices rising and falling in unison, each beat helping them keep time and morale. The sun climbed higher, heat shimmering off the stones, but the work never stopped. Every chant, every step brought the pyramid a little closer to completion.
There's nothing like the sound of us chanting together. It's tough, but you feel part of something big. When our voices echo off the stones, it's like we're all connected, each of us pushing, pulling, sweating for the same dream. The songs make the hours pass, and sometimes you almost forget how heavy the stones are.
When the overseer called for a break, the workers gratefully retreated to the shade of nearby structures or palm trees. There, they shared water, laughter, and stories from home. Some took a moment to scratch their names or a quick drawing onto the stones, simple graffiti that would survive for millennia, silent proof of their presence. These pauses were brief but precious, a chance to recover and reconnect before the next round of labor.
After a long pull, a bit of shade and a swig of beer. Those little things get you through. We joke, we rest our aching arms, and for a moment the pyramid feels far away. But soon enough it's back to work and we're ready.
As the sun dipped low, painting the sky in gold and crimson, the day's work finally ended. The workers trudged back to their village, dust clinging to their skin, muscles sore but spirits high. At home, they gathered with family, sharing hearty meals of bread, vegetables, and sometimes fish, savoring the comfort of familiar faces and the warmth of their mud brick homes. In the evenings, the village came alive with laughter and conversation. Neighbors gathered to share news, children played in the fading light, and the bonds of community grew stronger. The day's toil faded into memory, replaced by the simple joys of togetherness. The grandeur of the pyramids was not just in their size, but in the daily routines, the sweat, and the spirit of thousands of workers. Each stone, each chant, each shared meal was a step toward immortality, an enduring testament to the power of human collaboration and determination. Bread and beer powered the pyramid builders, both food and payment.
We mixed emmer wheat and barley, baking dense loaves in hot ceramic pots. Fuel for hard labor.
Our beer was thick and nourishing, more like liquid bread than a drink.
Rations were meticulously recorded by scribes, ensuring every worker received their share.
Sharing meals and stories at day's end forged a powerful brotherhood. The simple act of breaking bread united the workforce, turning daily sustenance into a ritual of solidarity.
Injuries were common. Crushed fingers, broken bones, and sunstroke were part of life.
We healers set bones, stitched wounds, and used remedies like honey and willow bark, combining medicine and magic.
Medical care was organized with designated clinics and skilled practitioners. The Edwin Smith Papyrus, a surgical text from this era, shows their advanced knowledge.
Treating wounds kept workers healthy and the project moving. The state's investment in care proved that people, not just stones, were valued.
The builders left their mark, gang names and emblems carved on hidden stones, a human signature across the ages.
We scrolled our names to say, we were here, we built this.
The village ran on a strict hierarchy: overseers, scribes, foremen, and workers, each with a vital role.
Overseers used signals and authority to coordinate the massive workforce.
Beyond the builders, cooks, potters, toolmakers, and families all contributed, making pyramid building a true community effort. Every person from baker to scribe played a part in Egypt's greatest project. The pyramids immortalize kings, but their true legacy is the achievement of thousands of ordinary Egyptians, men and women whose names are mostly lost to history, yet whose hands shaped the very stones that have stood for millennia. Their sweat, skill, and determination are woven into every block, every corridor, every shadow cast by these ancient monuments. Archaeology reveals their lives, workers with names, families, wages, and pride in their craft. We find evidence of their daily routines, their laughter, their struggles, and their moments of rest. Graffiti left behind on the stones tells us they were not faceless laborers, but individuals with stories, ambitions, and a sense of belonging to something greater than themselves. This understanding transforms the pyramids from symbols of oppression to monuments of human collaboration and ingenuity. The construction was not just a feat of engineering, but a testament to the power of unity. Thousands working side by side, overcoming obstacles together, and pushing the limits of what was thought possible. Despite hardship, these builders found meaning in their shared purpose, believing their work upheld the nation and the cosmos. Their sense of duty was matched by camaraderie, as they shared meals, stories, and dreams beneath the desert sun. In their unity, they found strength and hope. Today, as we marvel at Giza, we should remember the foreman, whose leadership guided the teams through challenges both great and small, the baker, who rose before dawn to feed the hungry workforce, the healer, who soothed injuries and offered comfort in times of pain, and the scribe, the real foundation of the pyramids, who recorded their names and deeds, ensuring their efforts would not be forgotten. Their legacy is etched in every stone, a testament to the enduring wonder of human effort. Each block is a silent witness to their perseverance, their dreams, and their belief in a future that would remember them. They were the builders of Egypt, and their story is the most enduring wonder of all. A story of ordinary people who achieved the extraordinary, and whose spirit still echoes through the sands of time.